Hello, this is Ralph K. Ginorio. Give me a few minutes and I'll try to give you an idea worth considering. Identifying evil. There are many types of evil in the world, and it's very easy these days to think that evil is the creation of fundamentalist ministers looking to fleece you of your money, or raging fundamentalists in Islam trying to convince people to blow themselves and other people up. The whole concept of evil, as I tried to say last time, is very unfashionable. But there are three kinds of evil that do exist, and you don't need a devil to make them. All you need are human beings who are willing to become fury. There's the kind of evil that conservatives tend to be historically very good at spotting. Evil out there, outside of our society, threats from the outside in the world. Whether these threats are Imperial Germany, Fascist Italy, Imperial Japan, Nazi Germany, Communist Russia, or Islamic fundamentalism today. The evil that wants to impose itself from the outside through conquest, through subversion, that's the kind of evil that Ronald Reagan spotted when he saw an evil empire in the Soviet Union, that George W. Bush spotted when he talked about an axis of evil, the kind of evil that exists in Kim Jong-il's or Kim Jong-un's North Korea, the kind of evil that caused Cambodia's Communist Party to kill a third of its own people in peacetime. There is evil out there in the world. The final solution to the Jewish question. Outside evil, evil imposed from outside. That is a kind of evil worth standing up to, worth identifying and standing up to, and part of the price of freedom is eternal vigilance. So it should behoove us to be willing to look out in the world for threats before they become so manifest that we're in a swoop and screech situation as a driver might be on the road. We should see the threat far out. Now, the kind of evil that liberals tend to be very good at spotting is the evil within our society, the evil among us, the evils of racism, the evils of sexism, the evil of keeping workers in absolute destitution, the idea that it's just to have a republic that includes the legal institution of chattel slavery, the idea of limiting the franchise to extremely wealthy Europeans, all European men, all of these things existed at a phase or at several phases of our ongoing experiment with freedom in the United States, but all of them were wrong. Our progressive neighbors and friends are good at spotting those injustices within our beloved institutions and within our societies. 500 years ago, the Roman Catholic Church had many patriots, many partisans, many people who in effect said, "My church, love it or leave it." And their unwillingness to look at the injustices within their beloved church brought Martin Luther to the inexorable conclusion that the only salvation was to leave the church. Christianity in the West split, and 150 years of vicious religious war ensued. We have to be willing, as individuals, to look within those institutions and organizations that we're part of and see critically what could be improved. We need to be willing not only to stand up against the outside evil, the conqueror. We need to be willing to stand with the reformer, if the reformer is right, that there is injustice and that there are solutions to that injustice that we can in good conscience engage. The third kind of evil is the kind of evil that permits the other two. And it's the kind of evil that if we don't take seriously, nothing good will come. There's the evil within us. Now, it's not just the Jewish, Christian, and Islamic faiths that talk about evil as a concept. Other great religions do, tribal faiths do. There is a darkness that a human being can indulge, and in indulging that darkness, they can become it. The Persian creation myth, the Zoroastrian dualistic creation myth, talks about fury as a primal force, and if you join yourself unto fury, you in effect invite demonic possession. Now, I'm not talking about demonic possession, but I am talking about something that in effect isn't very much different. If you have a husband and wife who are arguing over bills or arguing over how to raise their children, they're both arguing for something good. They want the right thing to happen, as liberals and conservatives within the United States today are arguing about what the future of this country should be. We both want something good. But there comes a moment in that family dispute where either the husband or the wife or the both stop passionately advocating their position and start demonizing their opponent. They go from saying, honey, we should do this because of this, this, and this, to, how dare you say that? Damn you! When we lose our perspective, when we treat our closest loved ones as the enemy, we've left the path of good. We've left the path of defensible action. We have engaged in, indulged, and become fury. We've become evil. We should not lose our ability to distinguish when we are doing things that we're proud of from when we're doing things that we should be ashamed of. Shame, like pain, has its uses. Pain tells us, ow, I've hurt myself, I've got to stop doing this. And one of the nasty things about the disease leprosy deadens your sense of pain. Well, our modern society has deadened our sense of shame, deadened our ability about when we've done something that we ourselves are not proud of. Ladies and gentlemen, we owe it to ourselves to try to be good, whatever that means. We owe it to the people that we love, the people within the institutions, to be critical of injustices within comfortable relationships. And we owe it to the world to stand up against the capital E evils of totalitarianism wherever they come, however they threaten us, however overwhelmingly scary they may seem. And all of these evils require a willingness to identify them and the courage to stand up to them, to be faced. Be well.